네, 림피TD의 CEO인 앤디 리안님을 큰 박수로 맞이해 주시기 바랍니다.
Hey, hi. Hi, everyone. Wow, I thought being the first speaker is hard. Being the last speaker is even worse, I see a lot of friends still around. So let me bring you back to reality. We had people talking about fundraising. We had people talking about how blockchain is going to change the world. How about my topic, how we make a difference in the total supply chain using blockchain technology. I hope this is not going to bore you too much, but just let me start. So this is me. I have about 15 years of experience in the region, in Asia. I provided advisory services, advisory to international companies, Asia companies, and also public listed company in Australia. I also play a very key role in non-profit organizations, such as a think tank that is about 30 years old in Singapore. I'm a true believer in startup, and that's also the reason why I'm here speaking to everyone today. So this is a phrase that I like to say, and maybe not many would like to hear, but blockchain to me is an enabler. It gives you greater growth. It gives you impact, redefine economies, but trust me, it's not going to change the world as of now. So what is Linfinity? Linfinity is link plus Linfinity. We are committed to build a reliable and traceable anti-counterfeiting technology using our own blockchain research. And this is what we want to do. We want to achieve something different in the global supply chain. We want to make an impact. We want to make something different, something more usable, something that we talk about every day, how we solve logistical issues, how we look at the different pain points that we have in the whole total supply chain. Oops, it's not working. Yeah. So you look at this table here, we talk about communication, traceability, we talk about efficiency, and also reliability. During the whole process of total supply chain, whether it's from consumer to supplier to wholesaler, whether it's logistic from the air, from ocean, or from the ground, these are the four things that is lacking. And we felt that with Linfinity, we can make a difference by applying our blockchain technology to this whole cycle. So if you look at this right now, just a very simple illustration from supplier to consumer, there are already many circles, many gaps. And if you look at the later part of the thing is that when you look at high-end luxury goods, you look at medicine, consumer goods, there are a lot of fake goods in the market. So we see that the longer the journey, the greater the chance of facing fraud, facing fake goods. And we felt that at Linfinity, this is what we stand for. And this will be the pain point that we are looking to solve. So if you look at this, we have a flow of goods that are very slow at times. Flow of information is not transparent. And the flow of money is not that efficient. So these are some of the problems that we see. So if you look at, throughout the whole day, we talk about smart contract. We talk about how blockchain can do that bit more. We look at how to create a faster and leaner logistics process in the global trade. We look at the whole automation process by using smart contracts. Many of you have mentioned and talk about. And lastly, when we talk about total supply chain, today I'm not going to tell you that Linfinity can solve it all. Our main focus as of today We look at improving transparency. We look at traceability in the supply chain. So we will deal with how products are like, how to authenticate products, and this will be our focus point now. So this will be a very, very good use case study to present and to let people feel the whole process. So if you look at the global trade, $500 billion in USD are fake goods. This is according to OECD. These make up about 2.5% of the total global import. Isn't it important? It is, right? Some other stories to tell, as example to quote, 63 babies died in Fuyang because of fake milk powder. 20% of wine in the world are fake. 64% of pharmaceutical in Nigeria are fake. So these are all very alarming facts that we see almost every day, every other day on the news. So I was being interviewed at the Business Times. It's a Singapore mainstream paper. We talk about how to fight fake goods, anti-counterfeiting with blockchain. So the quote that I have is that despite all the investment in digitization, more often than not, gaps in the existing supply chain resulted to not having full visibility of their product as well as raw material and throughout the delivery cycle. So this is a very, very, very crucial point that we want to bring out. So we start our process with raw material, but I'll tell you a little bit more as we go along. And then we were being quoted and interviewed at the Straits Times. It's another mainstream paper. We want to be very serious about this. We want to be a player within the blockchain industry. And with our launch, we hope to foster and encourage inter-platform trading with Linfinity tokens. So token is another issue. But if you look at the inter-platform trading that we talk about, we are trying to encourage companies to join us. Companies to join us to make a difference and remove or reduce fake products in the market. So what do we do?
According to the new report by the OECD and the EU's Intellectual Property Office, the global trade in fake goods is worth nearly $500 billion a year and growing. Companies are constantly facing the threat of counterfeiting, as it is not only affecting their revenue, but also reputational damages to their brand. Companies do not recover their research and development investments due to these losses, thus influencing their potential to create impactful products in the future. Counterfeiting produces knockoffs that endanger lives, pharmaceuticals that make people sick, toys that harm children, and medical instruments that deliver false readings. These put consumers at risk, and certain products can cause serious health risks or even be fatal. What will Linfinity do? First of all, we must understand that procurement, manufacturing, and logistics are the three core elements in supply chain management. Data as a bridge between the three cores. So the credibility, transparency, and security of data are the most important factors in improving the efficiency and reducing costs in supply chain. Linfinity blockchain technology creates a transparent, non-tampered, traceable, and anti-counterfeiting system. We solve total supply chain issues right from the start, from production to end consumer. The process is recorded, accounted, trusted, and transparent. Source tracking is only just the start. Our ultimate goal is to build a new sustainable supply chain ecosystem. That is what Linfinity is doing. Linfinity, links to unlimited possibilities.
So the more important thing that I want to highlight today is that we look at blockchain commercialization. which is what everyone is saying about use case studies and so forth. So we are strong at that. So we have signed different MOUs in Singapore with regional companies, international companies, a company from London, from UK, and many more to come. You know, these are all collaborating partners that we have. Some of them are from traditional business, wanting to get themselves into blockchain. Some are already very mature in the current technologies industry, and they want to enhance their system with blockchain. So this is what we do. We commercialize, we make partners. So this is the diagram that I always say, you know, what makes us different, what do we do, you know, what is Linkfinity? You know, we have spoken to many supply chain companies. Most of them tell us, oh, hey man, Andy, we are only talking about, you know, logistics, you know. But if you look at the total supply chain, the definition is not about just logistics. So what we do and what we believe is that we look at things right from the start, which is the raw material. If you can track things right from the raw material, things are a lot more reliable. You trust the source, you know, you trust the factory, you know where it's been transported. But if you look at the whole cycle, why are we so crazy, you know? Why are we looking at recycle as well? Recycle is a very crucial part of the whole process. If you look at healthcare products, cosmetic products, there's always an expiry date. We want to track when is the product being disposed. When you can track when it's being disposed, and by disposing it, you get incentive from there. It also helps the brand from any other problems that may come out with. You know, some people would just apply some expired products, and then they start complaining to the cosmetic brand that, hey, you know, I use a product. But, you know, if today we have all the traceability, we have the proof on when they finish and so forth, that is really going to make a difference. So these are some of the companies that we have signed MOU with. We have a very traditional logistics company. We have a healthcare company that focuses a lot on research, but not on the technology bit, not on the traceability bit. And we have tobacco, is a Taiwanese company. We want to be part of their social responsibility program. So this is a roadmap. I'm not going to say too much. So this is actually a very small table on how our process is like, from signing up with law firms that give us advice, from a logistical standpoint, from a product standpoint. So this will be our use case study. So to us, blockchain is not enough. We look at this from a few angles. One is we look at blockchain plus IoT plus AI, and we believe at Linkfinity this will be the value. This will be the new value ahead. And these are the current projects that we're looking at. Pharmaceutical in Singapore. Greater China, we look at wine and jewelry. Taiwan, as mentioned, we look at tobacco. Korea, cosmetics. Globally, we look at coffee. And the last thing is something very interesting. We hope to implement our L mark, which is like a Linkfinity mark, to countries that need our help. You know, I'll give you an example. East Timor will be a place where they are very resource rich, but they might not have the technology or might not have the power to push the product to other places. So the Linkfinity mark will be a mark of excellence. It will be a mark to tell people that, hey, if you buy things from this country, this place, this is quality goods. So this is our very major milestone that we want to achieve. And this will be the future. So this is our LFT ecosystem. We talk about business, we talk about consumer, we talk about how we interact with the community to have our tokens circulating in the market. From business, technology to marketing, these will be the key things that we are going to do. We want people to contribute, and we, in return, reward them with this token of ours and generating a community work. Because in our line, I think community is very, very important. And we are now listed on CoinX. That's our debut. There's a trading competition as well, giving you Maybach, Porsche, if you trade, if you trade. So last few slides, we have good media exposure. We have good media coverage from Business Times in Singapore, mainstream paper, to IT Times in Korea, Yahoo, and some other banking news that is available regionally. Maybe it's the end of my PowerPoint slides, because it's not moving. But anyway, thank you for your time. I think I've overrun. So I hope to see all of you tomorrow at our booth, and have a good evening. Thank you.